welcome to the new episode of We Talk Talent Series Season 5, the show where we bring you insightful conversation with top HR leaders shaping the future of talent management. And today we have a very special guest with us, Deepak BV, Head of Talent Acquisition Mobility, Teva Pharmaceuticals. Deepak, welcome to the show, and it's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very glad and happy to be part of the show. Thank you.
So before we dive into the discussion, I would like to give a brief introduction of today's speaker to our viewers. Deepak is a seasoned entrepreneur and HR leader with 17 plus years of experience. He specializes in building and nurturing world-class engineering teams in matured IT organizations and high-tech product engineering ecosystems. Deepak's expertise spans business partnering, employee engagement, recruitment strategy, analytics, and process improvements. He has successfully led recruitment transformation initiatives, anchored RPO engagements, and implemented effective onboarding programs. So, starting with my first question, Deepak, the workplace has gone through a lot of changes over the past couple of years. So, how is your pharmaceutical industry tackling these changes? If you could share a brief overview with us.
Thank you so much. That's a great question. If you look at the pharmaceutical industry has a unique responsibility of ensuring the products are available to the patients and the doctors at the right time, with the right quality and the right quantity. So there are a lot of roles within our industry where we have to be completely present in office for all days a week, be it clinical research, manufacturing, supply chain, and there are a bunch of roles where we can work remotely or work in a hybrid. So last 2 years has been a challenge in managing these two roles while keeping the employees engaged and delivering the products to our patients and the doctors at the right time. So it's a mix and match of hybrid, work from home, and 100% work from office. So it's a beautiful evolution over the period of last 2 years, bringing in balance between employee engagement, employee morale, as well as delivering our value towards our customers, our patients, and the doctors.
Thank you so much for that insightful overview, Deepak. So, according to you and your industry demands, what type of skills shortage do you think is causing the talent war in the industry?
Great. So, in fact, if you look at the talent war is always fought at the edge of the curve. When I say the edge of the curve, the new skills which gets developed, the legacy skills which are matured but are hard to acquire, hard to develop the expertise. And these are two, and of course, the third one is demand supply. So these are the three fronts which contribute towards the talent war. We are also facing the same, right from getting a cybersecurity architect to a cloud architect to somebody who's a digital expert, from an AI, ML, working towards a new drug discovery, and the legacy skills with a combination of AI and ML. I think these are the new age skills, right from an R&D to supply chain management towards IT to shared services. In shared services, I can talk about having a higher value chain roles on treasury, corporate treasury, which can bring in significant value. We face this talent war day in and day out.
So, Deepak, in the context of this rapidly changing professional landscape and the ongoing evolution of work dynamics, how do you envision the significance of soft skills evolving in the future?
Great question. Especially in a digital age, digital era, and now we are the cusp of AI era. As more and more tasks are done by machines, as more and more tasks are done by software codes, our ability to build relationships, our ability to influence relationships, our ability to influence outcomes, our ability to motivate people, our ability to energize people and get them aligned to our vision becomes super, super critical. I think soft skills will define the professional success of every individual and collective success of the organization. Having the right soft skill with the combination of the new age digital skills is a critical combination for all of us to succeed in future.
Yeah. So as we delve into this discussion on organizational strategies and their adaptation to the evolving employment landscape, I'm particularly interested in getting insights into your employer branding strategy. Could you elaborate how your approach to employer branding has evolved over the past few years?
Thank you. That's a great question indeed. If you look at 10, 15 years back, every company's used to be tagged to the industry that we represent, and they had the inherent challenges and the way we looked at each other brand. A pharmaceutical company is looked upon in a different way towards a technology company, towards an aerospace company. Each one of the companies that came from an industry with a heavy domain expertise were tagged and looked upon in a different way. But today, each of those companies, all of us, almost has similar talent in one area or the other of the business, but there are key domain experts who are different. So what defines a brand is the purpose. It's no more a product per se. Product is is a vehicle to ensure that we meet our purpose or we meet a goal. But the purpose is what defines the organization. Right from an IT guy who's working for a pharmaceutical company to a shared services guy to an R&D guy to a manufacturing person, it's the purpose which defines. So the employee branding is now no more about just the company and the role. It's about the purpose, and the purpose defines the company. That defines the role and the impact of the role that makes to the organizational purpose. That will define employer branding. So a lot of our employer branding evolves from the purpose of why we exist, and then how we dovetail our employees, our ability to attract talent towards that purpose. I think that's a very significant change that we see, and that will be here to stay for a few more years as we go and attract very diverse talent towards organizational success.
Absolutely. So, Deepak, you have been in this HR space for quite a long time now. So, what are the most prominent challenges that you have faced in TA space as of now? And what are your strategies to overcome them?
Great. If you look at few challenges, especially the technological changes that are happening at the pace that it is happening in the last 10 to 14 years, has been a big change for all the talent acquisition professionals. How do we understand, absorb ourselves the new tech that is coming?
Yeah.
How do we play the advisory of the talent and the economics of talent to our business? We ourselves are new towards those technology, our ability to understand it. So quickly, how do we understand the technology, understand the talent landscape, understand the economics of it, and play the business advisory role to our business stakeholders? That's number one talent. Number two is how do we develop the soft skills and play great influencers for our business as well as our candidates? How do we become experts as career coaches to our candidates, not just a recruiter who picks up the phone and just talks about an opportunity? Third thing, which I think is our own ability to deal with evolving TA tech. How do we consume the technology of TA? How do we ensure that we are abreast with the technological changes happening within the TA space? I think these three are very, very crucial challenges that every talent acquisition professional has been going through. Of course, the challenge of meeting the talent shortages across business has been there for the last 14 years as we evolve. But I would say the top three challenges that we face is adapting to the new technology, adapting to the TA tech, and adapting towards evolving role of a talent acquisition professional, being a business advisor as well as a candidate coach.
Absolutely, these are important points to consider, Deepak. And thank you so much for sharing your valuable perspective with us today. And it's been a pleasure having you on this show. And for our viewers, let's continue to learn and grow together. And don't forget to tune in to our next episode of We Talk Talent series. Have a fantastic day ahead. Thank you so much.